this beautiful wool blend skirt. We want to bring it up here at the waist and have it fit. I stitched the side seams all the way down. I will have to redo the hem. I did have to unstitch that for a little bit on the side seam. And then I also did my darts. I haven't cut anything. All I did was stitching. I ripped some seams and I did some new stitching. I have not removed the original darts. There's the line of stitching that remains from the original dart that's still there. And then I've added mine to make a smaller or a more pronounced dart. Same with the side seam. This is a very wide seam allowance. It does not show on the outside. When I wear the skirt, it looks neat. So I'm doing this so that in the future, if someone else gets this skirt, or maybe myself, my body changes, I'll have some extra seam allowance there to bring it back out to fit. Because it's just a very nice wool blend, and it seems like a shame to just cut that out. So I did do a fitting, and it fits very nicely. So now we get to reassemble a skirt. The first thing I'll have to work on is the facing. It's supposed to be attached to the top of the skirt. And here, where I had a dart, I had to remove it. And then on the other side, no, I'm sorry, this is for the seam allowance. So I had to remove the facing there so I could access the seam allowance. And then I have this part too. This is the back of the skirt, and I have the facing, and right along the side seam is where those two used to meet. But now my skirt is smaller around the waist, so my facing will have to be adjusted accordingly. So what I'll do next is to stitch the facing back together so that it matches at the side seam. And for the, this is the front facing. For the front facing, I'll have a little bit extra seam allowance there. The dart removed quite a bit in the back. So my back facing is way long. But again, if I can help it, I will try and just keep all of that. So I've turned my skirt so the right side is facing out. Here's my facing. And this is my side seam. And I'm just going to mark the top. Actually, no change. It's where the seam used to be. And then I also want to mark on the bottom. And then do the same on the other side. I'm going to have to pin these two so that those two yellow lines align. I have reattached the waistband. So the waistband is done and we're nearly there. The last step is to reattach the lining. And when it comes to the lining, there will again be zero cutting required, and the stitching will be minimal, the shaping. Because the way the lining is tailored, to have the same circumference as the waist of the skirt is via a couple pleats, and it's very easy for me to fold them more, to deepen those pleats to fit. I finished by hand stitching the bit of hem that I had to undo in order to redo the side seams on the skirt, and I gave it a good press, and it's done. I am rather proud of how this resizing came out. It's my best so far, both in terms of craftsmanship and fit. And I've acquired a Tanya, my dress form. I also made a video about that. She's an exact replicate of my body. And so I think moving forward, when I'm doing resizing projects and any fitting, I'll just go ahead, put the stuff on her and pin. I think that that's the best way to go moving forward, not just the way I'm used to working, because I've sewed years and years and years without a dress form. All right, enough blah blah. Let's get to the reveal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.